The whole thing is a scam. Birthdays were invented by Hallmark to sell cards.
This is Anna Jarvis. And when Anna Jarvis's mom died in 1905, Anna campaigned to create a holiday dedicated to honoring mothers across the world. The campaign would last for many years, and as we know, Mother's Day finally became a holiday. And Anna Jarvis spent the rest of her life campaigning against it. Why? Because she hated how commercialized it had become. It became less about honoring mothers and more about florists jacking up their prices and greeting card companies guilting you into buying greeting cards and making a lot of money. But hey, Mother's and Father's Day, we'd buy some more stuff to make them happy. After all, they're the ones that took care of us for years. But National Boss Day, National Siblings Day, National Pet Day, National Grandparents Day, and to be fair, research has shown that grandparents did feel sad that they didn't receive a gift or card. And certainly coincidentally, that research was carried out by Hallmark, an American greetings card giant. Don't worry, it's a pure coincidence. But before proceeding, just a second, I'm dying to ask this. Did you celebrate National Cupcake Day last month? Yeah, last November. If you have a corporation with a dedicated product to sell, having a dedicated holiday seems really beneficial. How to get one? Well, pretty easy. At National Day calendar, you can pay to buy your own holiday. But nobody takes you seriously, right? Well, if you consider high amounts of Twitter trending and the attention of 20,000 media outlets of the likes of Fox News, The Today Show, Jimmy Kimmel and Ellen as neglect, then yes, certainly they are not cared about. But if you have a stable and functional brain, better eat your words. However, how can just a seemingly worthless day can influence you to buy something? If you hear it's National Chocolate Day, the odds of you grabbing a bar of chocolate is much higher, even though you are on diet perhaps, or your dentist prescribed you to abstain from sweets. But it's chocolate day, bro, come on, one day can be excused. I will diet from tomorrow, no problem. Done. The company sold its chocolate. The moment you think it can't get any more ridiculous, companies have got even less subtle lately. What are your favorite holidays, by the way? I don't know about you, but mine is Amazon Prime Day. What? I'm not kidding, it's a real good day to grab some lusty deals. The last one lasted for 48 hours, by the way. Why not just simply extend it for a month? I will call Jeff tonight. How about Black Friday? The day when society pays millions of dollars to buy stuff they don't need just after thanking for the things they have. Visuals like this are pretty common on Black Friday. Even products that collect dust on shelves for months suddenly vanish. All in that subtle wave of psychological hacking, the hacking of minds, that sense of apparent profit that we get as customers. If you genuinely need a product and buy it at a discount, then certainly it's a great deal. But that's not what we do. Rather, we buy stuff that's useless, stuff that we don't need, not a specific product, but just random stuff, all in that pursuit of fake discount. Some money spent is still expensive than no money spent at all. All these were a bit serious examples. Listen to a funny story now. A man named Michael Kleinman created National Underwear Day in 2003. Believe me or not, it's true. It was to differentiate his company Freshwear from the competition. Kleinman, who left Freshwear in 2011 and is now the CEO of Underwear Expert, decided that they needed to center around an actual event, and you will not believe me. He actually did a couple dozen radio interviews on the first National Underwear Day because people kept calling. The next year, CNN covered the made-up holiday. In 2005, Freshwear held an underwear runaway show right in the middle of Times Square. All this from a fake holiday created using a website. Man, what kind of world are we living in? But again, coming back to the initial question, is it bad to have national days? Absolutely not. Having a day dedicated to mother or father or whole 24 hours to spend time with our grandparents is certainly fine. Sharing some gifts, spending valuable time with family is certainly great. But that doesn't mean posting Happy Mother's Day on Facebook even though your mom doesn't use it, or buying tons of greetings cards just to prove your love, and certainly not cherishing bogus cupcake days, by the way. All that I'm saying is bringing back what Anna Jarvis really wanted, that love, compassion and respect instead of completely commercializing them. Even though I'd certainly like a National Petting Day. So let's end the video here. Thanks for watching till the end. Make sure to smash the like button and subscribe if you are new.
Many
Peace.
days is yet to come. Too many times has come to pass. Too many moments put aside. Getting out alive, getting out alive. Writing letters in the sand.